In this video, I'll compare all the shortest path algorithms that I have completed in my previous videos. So the last four videos was about the shortest path algorithms. I have discussed about Dijkstra, Bellman-Ford, Floyd-Warshall, and Johnson algorithm. So these algorithms are used to find shortest path. Okay. So if we compare it one by one, then after comparing, we'll have the perception about which algorithm is better or which algorithm we can use on specific problem given to us in order to find the distances. Okay, so the first shortest path algorithm is Dijkstra algorithm. So it's a single source shortest path. So it is a single source shortest path. Okay, next, Bellman Ford algorithm is also a single source shortest path. Floyd Warshall is all pair shortest path algorithm. Okay, Johnson algorithm is also all pair shortest path algorithm. So single source shortest path algorithm means that you'll be having a source, and from that single source you need to find the shortest distances to all the vertices which are there in the graph. All pair shortest path means between every pair of vertices you will have the shortest distance path. Okay, now the extra algorithm works well for both directed and undirected graph. Okay, it works well for both directed and undirected. So in case of undirected, we need to convert it to directed graph. As we know that undirected graph is nothing but a directed edge from U to V and a directed edge from V to U. So we can represent undirected graph in terms of directed graph, and we can have these algorithms to solve the problem. Similarly, Bellman-Ford can also be applied using directed, like in directed and undirected graph. Floyd-Warshall also directed and undirected. What we need to do is that we need to convert undirected graph to directed graph. Okay, Johnson algorithm is also for directed and undirected. Now, Dijkstra algorithm does not perform when there will be a negative weight edge. Okay, suppose this is a graph, and in this graph there is a edge having negative weights. So at that case, the Dijkstra algorithm will not work. So for negative weight edges, the Dijkstra algorithm will not work. But for Bellman-Ford algorithm, for negative weight edges, the Dijkstra algorithm will work. So if a graph is having negative weight edges and we need to find the shortest path, we cannot use the Dijkstra algorithm because it's not useful at that case, because it's not performing for negative weight edges. Floyd-Warshall also work well for negative weight edges, and Johnson algorithm also work well for negative weight edges. But in Johnson algorithm, the fact is that Johnson algorithm is a combination of Dijkstra and Bellman-Ford. It means that if the graph is having negative weight edges, we need to add some weights to all the edges so that it can be converted to positive weight edges. So if we see in Johnson algorithm, like I've already explained, we need to use Bellman-Ford algorithm to convert all the edges to the positive weight edges, and after that on each vertex we need to apply the extra algorithm in order to find all pair shortest path. So Johnson algorithm, we can't say that it's not working for negative weight edges, but the thing which we have to do is that we have to convert the negative weight edges to positive weight edges. Okay, now next is this Ford algorithm will not work when there will be a negative weight cycle. So if in a graph there is a negative weight cycle, this Ford algorithm will not work. At that case, Bellman-Ford algorithm is used to detect negative weight cycle. Okay, so the application of Bellman-Ford is that in a particular network of a graph, it detects negative weight cycle. Okay, so it is used for eliminating those cycles which are not useful in the network. Now next is Floyd-Warshall. Floyd-Warshall, basically we are using the concept of intermediate vertex. Like first we have to create the matrix, then we have to use intermediate vertex in order to find the shortest path. So if after computing Floyd-Warshall algorithm, the final matrix which we are going to obtain, if the diagonal part, if the diagonal part of that matrix will have any negative value, okay, if the diagonal part will have any negative value, it means that this graph contains negative weight cycle. So if it have negative weight cycle, it will not give the correct shortest distances. Now next is Johnson algorithm. So in Johnson algorithm, the first step we are performing Bellman-Ford, and using Bellman-Ford, if that graph contains negative weight cycle, we will terminate the procedure. We will terminate, like will not use Dijkstra algorithm further, because in negative weight cycle graph, it's not possible to find correct shortest path distances. Okay, because negative weight cycles are continuously will loop through like many times, and it will reduce the value of the weight, it will reduce the value, and if it will reduce the value, then automatically while having a loop at that negative weight cycle, we are obtaining shortest path. The values, the weights are reducing further and further if we are looping. Okay, so it's not making sense to find the shortest path for negative weight cycle. Okay, now the time complexity. Dijkstra algorithm takes logarithmic time, big O of V log E. Okay, it takes big O of V log E. Why? Because we are implementing Dijkstra algorithm using priority queue, and in priority queue there are various functions like decrease key, extract min. We are creating priority queue, we are building priority queue, build heap functions. So basically the time complexity, time complexity will be logarithmic time. In Bellman-Ford algorithm, we are using relaxation of every edges. So relaxation of every edges till n minus 1 iterations. Okay, till n minus 1 iterations. So basically we are using two for loops. One is to traversing all the edges and one is to completing n minus 1 iterations. So the time complexity it will take is nothing but VE, which is nothing but big O of V square. If we see Floyd-Warshall is using the concept of intermediate vertex. So one by one, each vertex will be acting as an intermediate vertex. So we need to use one for loop for having vertex u, that is the source, second for loop for having distance vertex, and third for loop for having intermediate vertex. So the time complexity it will take is nothing but big O of V cube. Okay, now next is Johnson algorithm. As Johnson algorithm is nothing but using Bellman-Ford first in order to eliminate the negative weight edges to convert it to positive weight edges. So it will take big O of VE because of Bellman-Ford, plus then apply Dijkstra algorithm in each vertex. On applying Dijkstra algorithm in each vertex will have V square log E time complexity. Okay, V square log E. So the time complexity of Johnson algorithm is less than Floyd-Warshall algorithm. So it's better to use Johnson algorithm in order to find all pair shortest path. Okay. So this is the comparison between the shortest path algorithms. Further, we can use BFS, simple BFS. If the graph is unweighted and undirected graph, then we can use simple BFS traversal in order to find the shortest path at that problem. So this is all about comparison.